Hey guys, what's going on? This is Namkraft and welcome to the 6th set, potentially the final set, match point in KCM 2025 Season 2. This is going to be versus Mini and Hero. Will Mini be able to stop the streak, the monstrous performance that Hero has shown to us today? This is going to be the 6th set on the map Dominator, with Mini spawning at the 7 o'clock position and Hero spawning at the, 2:30 position, right? 3-player map. And with this positions, Hero is favored to win because you can see that Hero can directly access his, Mini's main base in the mid to late game with drops. Anyways, the drone coming out to stop this shenanigans of pylon and cannon rush because he is known to have this kind of tendency to go for wild and wacky wicked openings. Mini spawning pool has been spotted. It's going to be gateway first, so wasting that single drone was not really needed, but I guess there could still be potential for that. So Hero's going to just plant his drone there. This, of course, this pylon, this probe's going to try to come out there. And he's not yet planted down anything at all, so it's going to be possibly the moment for Hero to return with his drones. But the Zelle start to move across the map. Of course, the Overlord is here. There's the Overlord C. I think it's C's now. There's going to be Zelle opening. The drone is going to return to mine. The probe has taken quite a few hits. He's going to go out there to try to recuperate a bit of the shield. And the third base is getting to come down. Is it going to come down here? This is an interesting place. This base is on the low ground. It doesn't have any gas geyser on it. Looks like there's going to be an attack in the main base. And the probe is damaged. The Zealot doesn't take any hits off of the drone though, so that drone is able to actually take 2 more hits a bit later, and there's going to be 6 Zerlings coming out. Third base come down, and this one is going to have a geyser. So I guess, okay, it looks like the drone's going to move across the map because it's quite nice. They're going to be moving towards the expansion as well to gather some minerals there. I'm sorry, there's a bit of welding happening in the background. I don't know if you can hear it because I'm actually using the noise suppression technology. So that's that. Very good micro from Mini as usual. He is a king of micro, but he's not really the king of macro, nor is he the king of tactics and decision making. We're going to be having a Zelle hiding in the corner. There's a lot of Zerglings, but I think with the right positioning, Mini can hold for a while. He's taking quite a few hits. He needs to return one more step. He's going to fall back. And this is the right angle. He kills 3 Zerglings. It's very nice. 4-1. No, he doesn't get a 4th one. Where's the Zelle? Looks like they're returning and just camping out in the middle map. And that's gonna once again seem confusion in the head of Hero, forcing him to make more Zerglings than he wants to have. But maybe, okay, we're gonna be having gas. This is a little bit of a delayed gas. Alright, this Zerling died right away, so Mini is up to a good start. He's destroyed a lot of Zerlings, and without Zerling speed, these Zerlings will be kind of a little bit weak here. But there's about, still 6 of them, right? The third Zealot is going to be joining as well. And very good for Mini to force the opponent to make a lot of Zerlings. And he's not making any cannons at home for the time being. I think now he makes the 1 cannon. Hydrodent. Hydrodent is interesting. Of course, 3 Zealot is still a threat to be, to be reckoned with. All right, no cannon. I was going to say, I thought that was a cannon, but that was just a probe there. Very good for Mini to not having to make any cannons for the time being and forcing the enemy to make as many Zerglings as possible. The Zerling is going to have us surround him. He needs to pull the weak Zealot back. He does go for it and, try to spread them out. And good attack. The Zealots are damaged, but still not yet destroyed. He's going to try to take a good chunk of the Zerglings away. And indeed, he gets most of the Zerglings destroyed. This is a great trade from Mini. He's gonna have the cannon up, so that at least the front door is gonna get covered. But there's gonna be Hydras coming up now. But the timing is just perfect. He didn't have any need for the cannons at the previous moments, and now he does, which he will. And 1 drone is not gonna mine efficiently, but I guess Hero's gonna fix that. The question is, can you get the Overlords before the Hydras arrive at Mini's front door? That's gonna be the question. And it looks like some more Zelle is gonna start to move across the map because once again Zerlings don't have speed. At least Mini has spotted where the Overlord could be. Just north of that area is, I guess, until when the courses arrive, the situation will be very different. Because you know what? When I was playing Starcraft, I just noticed that sometimes I think I knew where the Overlord is, and like 15 seconds later, the Overlord is no longer anywhere in that area. Anyways, Zealot has discovered, or sometimes for some unknown reasons, Mini knows about the presence of a fourth base. He's starting to move over there. He's gonna try to snipe it. He might try to go over it, and looks like the Hydras will need to make a decision. Looks like Zealot's gonna try to block. He's gonna be waiting. He's gonna attack or what? Looks like Hydras are moving out of position, and the Zealot's gonna move in. The Hydras don't see the Zealot. There are some Hydras waiting. There's gonna be some cannons coming up, but the Zealot's gonna try to get in the main. Hydras is blocked right now. The cannons will cover a little bit for the Forge, but not so much. And these Zealots on the low ground, but they can still do a lot of damage and try to buy a lot of time. He decided to need to go for the drones. Maybe one Zealot on the drones and two Zealot on the Hydras. Gonna split up. He's gonna try to do some moving shot. There's gonna be Reavers. This is interesting. One Zealot on the other side of the map is not gonna get anything done at all, and these Zealots have all died. But that bought Mini enough time. I don't know. He's gonna be hiding some of the Zealots in the various locations, and he's gonna pray to God that his Reavers will make it out on time. There's gonna be more hatcheries coming down, and yeah, where's the robotic support bay? There it is. It's almost completed. We have some Zealot on the various angles. I'm looking at this particular Zealot that's gonna try to move towards the 130 position. That Zealot could do a lot of damages. There's only a single hatchery there at this moment, so it's not gonna be able to produce enough Hydras, and with a bit of luck, he's gonna be able to go out there and attack and kill some drones. I think the core was spinning. Was the core spinning for Dragoon range upgrade? But I guess Mini is looking forward to mid-game Dragoon and Reavers attack here, because the enemy is not gonna be going for Mutas. Instead of just massing a lot of hatcheries. Anyways, a single Hydras falls, and that spells a little bit of trouble here for Hero. I don't think he can get his, consecutive win, but there's gonna be a Zealot just buying some time here. The Corsairs are doing good damage. The Zealot goes to the main. He wants to see if there's a Spire. I guess he saw the lair, but he didn't see the Spire. So that's that. And the Zealot is going to try to go out there and try to snipe some drones, but not successfully. So this Reavers is out. And it is going to be some more upgrades. I guess it is going to be Dragoon range, but I don't see how many get pushed out anytime soon. He's got like 0 gateway. He's forced to remake his gateway. He's got 2 Corsairs, which will be able to roam the air, of course, no doubt. And we don't see any presence of Overlords out here, but Mini's not going to be going for Dark Templar. His build is Corsair, Reaver, and Dragoon, so that's what he's doing. He's gonna have to rebuild everything. That's finding which is still doing. He's going up for a very kind of a mixed build here. Excuse me, but anyways, one Corsair will spot that there's a lot of infantry on this 4th base, and he's gonna return. The Hydras are camping there. As you can see, the Hydras are not moving from that area. The Corsairs can see that the Hydras are covering that area, so he's gonna have to kind of skirt along the southern path. There's a small area you can actually hide. He's gonna try to attack up the ramp here. Good shot! That damaged those High Templars, and there's some Zealot support as well. More Hydra's gonna come through, and he will go for the drone line. He's gonna go for it. He's gonna go and get 2 drones. That is very nice. He's gonna try to attack. He's gonna be very careful to not lose his Reavers. He's gonna try to run out, and Zealot will sack himself for the shuttle with speed to return home. No, he go out there and go for more one-shot. He's gonna try to go through his expansion. Excuse me, he's got a lot of Hydras, and this is paying off dividends already. He's going to be super careful. He's getting ready to land here, but that's going to be a mistake. And Mini's going to fall out. He needs to also macro hard at home, because during this time, his gateway production, he should be exploding. He should be making a lot of Dragoons with this. It's going to be, he's making Zealot. That's interesting. I guess the core might be going for Corsairs with +1 weapons. Anyways, he's going to take a good shot here and kill 1 Hydras. He will kill more. The Hydras make a mistake to move way too far forward. He didn't need to do so, and he kills 2 more Hydras. He's gonna kill some Zerglings. No, he doesn't. He's gonna back up here, but the 4 Corsairs are escorting very nicely, and now there's gonna be double Shadow and Reavers and Zealot. He could go anywhere else on this map that he wishes, but he needs to get rid of that Overlord first. He's gonna try to do so, and he's gonna load up 2 Shadows, 4 Zealot, and 2 Reavers. And he could attack anywhere on this map. He's leading by about 25 supply, but he's got to be careful. Mini's got to either finish up the game and do some sick damage, great shots, or he's going to fall behind, because the Hydras are going to start to get a bit dangerous here. There's going to be some Corsairs. No, those are Zealots getting trapped in the middle, and they're going to fall back here. The Corsairs going to start to attack, and you can see that there are going to be some Hydras. Very large amount of Hydras. He's got to be careful. He's going to lose a Reaver. He loses a Reaver Rider. He loses a Shadow, but now he doesn't need 2 Shadows anymore, because he's exhausted his Reaver. He's going to try to have a great shot. Zealot's going to start to attack. Need to attack the Sunkens. Why is he attacking the Hatchery? He's trying to snipe the hatchery, and he's going to use a Zealot to attack he's going to use a Reaver to attack the Sunkens and use the Zealot to attack the hatchery. He's going to He's trying very hard to snipe the hatchery. I guess it was a mistake. He would take some great shot and go somewhere else now. He was going to try to go in the main. He's exploiting the features of this map Dominator greatly, but it might be the end of that now. He's going to sack his Shadow. He's going to sack his Reaver. No, he's going to get the Reaver alive still because there are only 3 Hydras. He's going to take a great shot against the drones. No, against the other Hydralisk. He's going to take a good shot, very good spread of Hydras, but now the Shadow, when it comes to save the day, it cannot save the day. The Shadow's going to fall back here and just wait for a bit more time. And yeah, very good for Hero to snipe that Shadow. The Shadow's gone. What does Mini have? He's still on 2 bases, excuse me, and there's a lot of overlords coming out. We have a drop. It looks like Hero's got everything covered, so Mini is in some serious trouble. His tech is delayed. His minerals start to run a bit dry, and there's going to be drop incoming. The courses are out of position. Yeah, this is not going to be looking good. Mini has not put on a Nexus. Need to put on a Nexus now before this drop comes out. The courses are completely out of position. The Forge upgrade will fall. The Reavers and the Dark Templars are doing good shot though. He would destroy the City of Adun, but it's going to be a drop in the main. He's going to be super careful. The Zelle just popped though. The probes need to pay attention. The Zealot's going to try to do some great shot. The Dark Templar is going to go to work on that hatchery. The Shadow's going to get sniped. The Shadow's very close to dying. Mini's not seeing this coming. He's going to be losing all of his Dark Templars. Got nothing. His hatchery's been destroyed. He's got some Reavers in the main. He's doing great shot on the Hydras with good reaction. Very good reaction, I think, overall by Hero, and he's saved this area. He still have a lot of Hydras left remaining, and this Hydras cannot cast any storms. What is he doing? He casts a great storm, no reaction from Hero, but he doesn't need to react. I guess not. But the thing is, the core is not destroyed. Did Mini expand? No! What happened? There's an attack on the 4th base. We might have more drop. Of course, they need to go to work on these overlords. Anyways, there's gonna be the last of the Hydra is gonna get cleaned up, so this base will still survive. There will be more drop, but the hatchery has fallen. What is Hero doing? Hero has made the wrong decision. He's gonna be losing 2 hatcheries and he's not able to penetrate. And I guess the core will still complete here with the upgrades, and that's gonna be very nice for Mini because he wants to have those upgrades complete. Yeah, it looks like the 130 base is completely cleaned out, and it's gonna be a switch to Spire. Wow, this game is looking very interesting indeed. And this Zelle's gonna have to find a way to go home. Yeah, he's gonna sack himself. I don't think that's good. That's a great idea. Hydra's attacking, clearing out the potential 3rd base. There's gonna be a Dark Templar. He might go out here to attack, but the Corsairs are gonna arrive now, waiting patiently, and looks like the Overlord's gonna fall. He's waiting. He's gonna get. Okay, there's gonna be a drop, and these Corsairs have to run. They run, and I think one Corsair was sniped there. These are also gonna try to get a great surround on. What is Mini's plan? He's doing a great surround. He sees that the Hydras are not morphing into lurkers, which means that there's no lurker attack, so he doesn't need to worry about making observers for now, and just focus on making his Shadows and Reaver. There's a Dark Templar going inside the main, but the Hydra's gonna try to trap it. Can it trap it? Can it? Yeah, it does trap it. Did it see the Spire? I don't know. This Shadow is doing a lot of wonders, but Mini's behind by a lot of supply. He's forced to make some cannons in the main. He's got very few minerals, and the map is completely under the control of the Hydras. But there's going to be a drop. Is it a Hydra drop? I think it could be a Hydra, but it's going to go in. It's going to be looking for what now? He's not dropping anything. He's going to try to go towards the expansion. There are Hydras everywhere. He lands a shot. He does a great shot. The drones are not returning. That's a good choice, because if the drone was going to go inside the main, it would all eat up the storms together, and it's going to be a Reaver shot. This is great. He does a great storm. Does he damage the drone? He gets only 3 drones, so he's trying very hard to get the Sunkens. He's not able to get the Sunkens. That's a great idea. You don't want to, put in your mouth, too many things, more than you can handle. And now the switch to Mutas is on, and I don't think there's any Dragoons. I think he's gone for Dragoon range, but he's not yet made Dragoons. But they have great upgrades, plus 2 weapons, which is nice. There's some cannons, and there's a single Corsair staying at home, and the Shadow could come out for more attacks. And what is going to be Hero's plan? I think it will be suicide of the Hero to join a drop. He just needs to play with his 3 bases and soon to be 4. I guess he's got a 4th base getting ready at some point in the future. 11 Mutu's gonna try to come in. These Hydras need to hide themselves very nicely here in the various location. I think Mini feels the danger already. Yeah, wow, these Hydras pop out at just the right moment. It's gonna be Scourges coming. There are 4 Corsairs. Dragoons are waiting. Hydras are waiting. He needs to attack. He casts a great storm that kills all of the Scourges. All the skirmishes have killed, and these mutants are going to get chased back to where they came from. And very good attack by Mini. This completely swung the game around. He's going to be able to get how many mutants? He gets almost all the mutants. He gets almost all the mutants, and now the rest of the courses we have to run. We have to run into the protection of the cannons. He might lose one more course. There might be a storm, but now the ground army is ready to come out. That was a beautiful execution. Mini was reacting perfectly, but he need to expand. He need to expand because the enemy is, you know, like just doing really well economically. These mutants are damaged, but they can still come in and dive on those forces, so that's gonna be a problem. Mini is coming out here. Here's just slightly supply block. We even have a shuttle for decoy. Overlord's gonna get sniped, and we need to see an expansion now. Mini's gonna try to push without expanding. I don't think this is the right idea. He even has a shuttle for what? I guess he stores some high templars inside, or maybe he stores the reavers. Yeah, he stores double reavers. This is great, but he needs to make sure his Corsair fleet protect them all. Anyways, it's gonna be an attack, and he's not storming. He is storming what? He's storming the Hydras. Not a bad idea. He stormed more. He will destroy them all. I think all the Dragoons have fallen, and now he's got a small pocket of resistance. He's got the high ground advantage. He's gonna get surrounded from both sides. Where's the reinforcements? He's not reinforcing. He's got a single hunter. He doesn't have no storm. He's backing up to try to rejoin with the rest of the forces, and that's gonna allow for the Hydras to come out, and he's not expanding. Keep that in mind. Mini is still on one base, and he's gonna get surrounded from all sides. He's gonna try to hold out here. This is his Alamo. He's got a reinforcements. He need to make an expansion right now. The Reavers can actually do some great shots. The number of meters have all fought. There's gonna be a drop in the main. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea, because like I told you, this map is favoring the player who drops, and that is gonna be Hero, because he's got the direct access to the enemy's main base. Looks like there might be an attack. Looks like Mini's gonna return though. He's feeling the heat. He's gonna return. There's gonna be another drop. There's a fourth base that comes up. Mini is not yet expanding. He's being very careful. We need to actually group up the rest of his, you know, looks like Hero is hesitant to go in as well. Good attack by the Reaver just to trade a little bit, but he need to be mindful of the drop. He's gonna start to come in. There's a single Corsair. There's some Zealot and a High Templars. He's gonna attack now. It looks like Mini, he needs to return with the rest of his Reavers. He does a storm. Great storm to kill up, at least push away those Hydras. The cannons getting destroyed, but the Reavers are doing good shot. There might be an attack in the front door. All of the Reavers have survived, as well as the Shadow. Mini is doing well in terms of supply, but he's gonna be careful. He's gonna get attacked from all sides here. There's gonna be a nice attack. Hydra's coming from the back, but there's nothing there. The Shadow's gonna be careful. The Hydra's gonna surround. The Reavers need to do some great shot. Need to pick up both the Reaver. He loses his forces, so the Reaver can do great shot on the back. He does a great Scarab. But does he have enough to finish up the battles? I guess not. The Zealots are doing good shot. Mini is still ahead a little bit of supply, but he's bleeding dry. He's doing some great attack. He's gonna use his storms a little bit to push his Hydras back. And keep in mind, Mini has not yet expanded. He is not yet expanded. The game is very close to ending here for Mini. He needs to expand right now, because enemy is on 4 bases. There's gonna be some nice attack. Of course, the Corsairs is still doing great shot. The Corsairs is gonna have to fall back now, because they're looking forward to snipe the Corsair to switch into Mutas at some point in the future. Just non-stop action for both of these players. Mini will need to be going for distance mining now at some point in the future. He's gonna try to cast a storm. You need to see that there's gonna be Hydras coming from both sides. Is he expanding? He's finally gonna expand now. The game is too close to go. He will expand, but there's gonna be some great attack. One Dragoon's gonna fall, but a lot of Hydra's gonna be falling as well. Attack from the back. The Nexus gonna fall. Is that a Reaver? Is it? There's gonna be a great storm. Great game. This game might be going to the list of best game for this year. I'm not so sure. What is Mini doing with the rest of his infantry at home? He's got some force at home. He's not been using 4 Zealot, 1 Dark Templar, and a High Templar. I guess he will pick them up and put them somewhere inside the Shadow, maybe. The Nexus is very close to dying. The Corsairs need to forget about running around, man. A number of minerals have run dry. Mini have to go for distance mining now, but he's gonna attempt the last drop. If this drop kills some drones, it's great. The Corsairs is checking for the situation. Looks like Hydra's gonna maneuver towards the north side and going for major attack. We shall see. The Shadow's gonna come in. He's gonna cast a storm. It looks like there's no reaction. No reaction. This is a great storm. He picks up, and the Shadow is still alive. The Corsair will fall. He eats up his own storm. He's gonna attack against the expansion. What is inside this area? It looks like he's gonna be going for a Dark Templar attack. Not a bad idea. There's no Overlord here. He's gonna cast a storm. This is a major attack. He gets how many drones? Not so many drones so far. He's also winning the battles, but he's gonna be losing the Nexus. The next is gonna get sniped, but this beautiful storm. Beautiful storm to push on those Hydras back, and they're kind of damaged. And looks like there's gonna be an attack here. What is it? It's gonna be maybe a dark temple drop, maybe a high temple drop. He's waiting patiently. He's gonna see. He knows that that area is lightly defended, but he's running out of steam. He's got no high temples here. Why doesn't Mihiro make some scourges? He doesn't have any energy anymore, so the shadows have to go and hide somewhere because there could be a switch into muters and scourges at some point in the future. Mini's ahead by about 20 supply. Excuse me, only 10 supply, but he's forced to just like mine, almost distance mining here. The Nexus almost died, but it's still alive. It's still alive, and the fact that the shuttle is alive means that there's a threat in the air, and here we need to dedicate some forces to kind of counter that threat. There's gonna be an attack on towards the left side, but it's gonna be a nice attack. The shuttle is almost destroyed, but not yet fully destroyed. Mini's going to hold from both sides here. He's holding immaculately. The Reaver is still alive, not yet damaged at all. This Nexus is so close to dying, but Mini is holding lurkers. Finally, we have lurkers, and there's no observatory. There's no observatory and there's no cannons. Okay, there's an observer. There's a single observer. He's made only one observer. I think that's more than enough. Anyways, the Shadow's gonna pick up the Reavers, and finally an Archon arrive to push those drones away. He gets how many drones? He gets 2 drones. And the Archon's actually go out there and hide somewhere in the future. Looks like Hero knows that in the main there's nothing. He could attempt to go for a drop. He's gonna attack here, and there's gonna be a frontal attack. And those are stop lurkers. They are stop lurkers. Where are the observers? The observers arrived very late. The Reavers are landing. He doesn't put the observers in the observers are staying back. The observers are staying back. He's attacking blindly. He's waiting patiently. He will cast a storm though. The lurkers are still holding. It's gonna be a Pimpus play or what? Is it gonna be a Pimpus play? And now he sees, but I think it's way too late. And Mini has reacted perfectly. And the supply is still quite even. The Reaver's doing great shot though. The observer need to move here right now. Hit a great shot to kill up so many Hydras. He could cast a storm right now. Cast a storm to slow down the enemy. He could cast one more storm. Not a bad. Zelle's gonna try to snipe that other base and towards the top right. Mini is gonna be running out of forces. Where is the observer? I think there's an observer somewhere. I don't see it. But anyhow, that hatchery will fall. But that's going to be the signal for Hero to go in for a base raid. He doesn't need that hatchery. He's got enough mining for the timing. Hydra's going to try to save it. But by the time High Templars and Zelle will be moving around, what is going to be Hero's reaction? He's on 3 bases. Mini is also on 3 bases. I guess Mini will be running dry more faster than Hero will, I think. But it's so close. And for the timing, these High Templars are saving the day, and looks like the lurkers gonna arrive. The Reaver will take 2 great shots. It's gonna be some nice observers have arrived. Both of the frontal Reavers have fallen. He's gonna fall back. He's gonna be the Gust of Storm. Not bad. The Reaver's gonna get destroyed. 1 Reaver fall. 1 Reaver fall. 2 Reavers fall. He Gust of Storm. The observer's gonna get sniped. This is gonna be an all kill by Hero because the Zealots and the High Templars at the northern side are not able to reinforce on time. He's gonna be the cast 1 final great storm. But look at how many lurkers there are in the back. Yeah, he's gonna be just win with just lurkers, and he could not save his probes, which means he cannot remine. Even if he's able to win the battle, he cannot remine. He's gonna try to come back with 1 observer. He doesn't even have money to make observers. This final observer will fall. With that, he cannot cast any more storms accurately. He cannot see the enemy. He will cast some storm just to buy some time here, but it doesn't work. This game is gonna go to the list of best game for this year. So if you enjoyed this cast, feel to buy me coffee. That was a great performance by Hero. Mini has done some great shots, but on Dominator, if you are spawning in this particular spawning locations, it always favors the guy who is located where Hero is, and Hero is going to be to win this game. And Mini has 6 minerals. 6 minerals. He will destroy his last cannon. Why? He doesn't even have observers. I guess he's making 1 observer, right? Because otherwise, why is he playing in this game if he doesn't have observers? I guess he will make 1 observers, and he's going to try to attack here because the enemy is still on just 3 bases. And actually, if you look at Hero, he's mine out. Hero is also mine out. There could be a storm. No, there isn't any storm at all. And GG from Mini is an all kill from Hero. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, my confidence is going to be in the video soon. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.